Hello everybody, this is the Retro Bear, back once again with Retro Red Steve's PlayStation 1 Racing Challenge for this period of the time between April and now, middle of May. And yeah, we're playing Road Rash on the PlayStation 1. Neglected to record the opening titles, but I think there might be some copyrighted music on there anyway, so you're not really missing much. And yeah, we're off. So what I've recorded is 3 laps. These are the only 3 laps that I've actually played on it. So we'll see how we get on, and we'll just take the best one of the 3. If you want to take part, there is still time. I think you've got to get your video or times in before the end of this week, which is week commencing the 12th of May. And there's no prize for the winner, just the everlasting glory that you're better than everybody else, or that your name is Bor and you've shown everybody how to play this game properly. Hello Ross, if you're listening, I'm sure you may be. Yeah, so game I grew up with on the Amiga, I think, first of all, possibly. Maybe the Mega Drive, I can't remember which one I played first. But it was very, very close between those two, and a game I thoroughly enjoyed actually. I didn't play it so much on the Amiga, more into the Mega Drive version, and I think I have 1 and 2 on the Mega Drive, physical copies of. And at the time it was quite revolutionary. It was a motorcycle game, but with a bit of a twist in the fact that you had to obviously finish ahead of everybody else in the race, but you could also inflict violence upon them, sort of going past and kicking them off and hitting them with various things like bits of wood and chains and anything that you can get your hands on, really. Also thrown into the process was the fact there was cars on the road, as you can see here, and also police cycles as well, which if you for some reason came off your bike and they were close by, they come along and nab you, and that was the end of the game. You had to start all over again. So this is the PlayStation 1 version, which came on probably, I'd say 3-4 years after those versions, maybe a bit longer. Oh, there we go. Example of just how difficult this game can be. Avoid the jumps if you do play this, by the way. I'll talk about it soon. I've actually got this physically on the Help compilation, which you may have. There's a PlayStation Help compilation for charity, which came out, and it's got 3 games on there. Road Rash, Broken Sword, and also Mist. I've never actually played this until ages ago. I can't even remember what sort of the charity was, the Help compilation anyway, but that was a good idea. That was a nice double cassette release if you collect your old double CDs. Big case if you collect those, definitely worth your while to find that one. Yeah, oh, fall into the wall again. So it's updated the graphics, the music obviously, which I thought was actually fine on the Mega Drive. It's been updated somewhat well for a sort of CD track, soundtrack. And yeah, I mean, does it move quicker than the Mega Drive version? I'd say it's about the same. Maybe it looks quicker, but I think, from my opinion, again, this is going to be a good time, isn't it? I think it's a stodgier version. It's a bit sluggish in terms of the controls. They seem to either respond or not, and sometimes over-respond. Just press the D-pad to get some reaction. This is going to be a good time, isn't it? 5 hours and 6 minutes. And actually, you have to run back to get your bike. So if you're going particularly quick and end up sort of half a mile down the road, you've got a long run back and then sort of overtake. Yeah, so I think a stodgier, less good version of the Mega Drive game. I mean, it moves at a fair pace. Don't get me wrong. It's okay. It's just not going to break any records as far as I'm concerned. And I do think the controls are a little stodgy. So this is the first time I did, which I think the first track was 8.9 kilometres. There we go. So cross the line in 8th place, crash the vehicle as you go across. You have to win each particular race, I believe. in order to progress to the next track. And then after each race you get these rather humorous cutscenes, and I use the word humorous in inverted commas, as I fall off the bike into the tree, which likely would happen. I have absolutely no sense of balance, and then generally sort of have the mick taken out of you by everybody else. And then you to get basically called a loser. So you can imagine this game is really going to please your sense of, sort of self-worth and vulnerability in many, many ways. The black screen is loaded now, yeah. So it even rubs it in by telling you you're a loser, man. I know. So first lap time was 4 minutes and 7 seconds. That's not going to win anything, I think. Well, the winning time was only 3 minutes something or other, so I'll have another crack at that. So this is lap 2, or crack 2, as we call it again, all these lovely FMV opening sequences. I believe I was supposed to be trying to read the instructions earlier, and I think there might be. Was there a boost function on this? But I think only with certain bikes or something, by rapidly pressing the X button. But I couldn't get anything out of it, which I'm guessing implies that it wasn't there. I don't know. So quick run around the screen. You can see bottom left is where I am, so that's my name, and also the speed I'm going at, which is ticking upwards. The bit in the middle is the position you're in. The bit to the right of that, which is ticking up slowly, is the distance, so it will tell you how far each track is. It's about 80 point something kilometres, this one. And then the other name that's on the screen there, Buzz, those are the sort of vehicles you're going past, and the names of them. So, yeah. As you can see, there's various cars on the road to avoid. There's also pedestrians as well, which I don't think was part of the original game. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't seen the police vehicles yet. Obviously the scenery is there to be interacted with, either voluntarily or you end up being pushed into it. The one thing to watch on this one that I don't particularly like is the jumps, because you are really utterly not in control as soon as you land, and you may have seen that in the first lap. But yeah, so going pretty well so far. So this is the leading bike, ironically called Mike on a bike, and we've gone past him, so we're now leading the race. There we go. Yeah, see there? Oh, I didn't like. Yeah, I sort of wasn't quite sure, so I'm moving right as I go over the jump, and there's a little jump after that. It takes me into the house, which is really annoying, because then you have to stop and start again. It's very unforgiving. Oh, the car! Why did the car come across the road like that? Ugh. And you run all the way back and pick your bike. Oh, those are very small trees, incredibly tall. I'm back in 6th place now. But yeah, I mean, look, it's a standard of racing you'd expect from the PlayStation at the time. It's certainly not a bad game by any stretch of the imagination. I just don't think it's a particularly worthy update. Now there is actually, I think, an N64 version of Road Rash as well, which memory serves correctly, may have as a loose cartridge. Pretty sure. I think it's imaginally called Road Rash 64, which, if so, probably does look pretty similar to this. Oh, I don't know that's mine. Bounced off the cars, or between the two. And there's 5.4 kilometres in, so about 3 kilometres to go. Remember, the target is first place. Finishing first, you move on to the next race. Now obviously the part of Steve's challenge is you simply go in at the first available options, so you simply case and select a sort of race. Whoops, like that. Just basically pick a race. First race you come across, this is the first track, and you're in. Always worth going, and Steve finds some of these games really, I know some of them aren't his favourite. I don't think many of them have been my favourite so far, to be fair. It's always nice coming up on these challenges and finishing very, very far down the table, but at least you have a go. Have a go, if you've got an opportunity to play this. Had I played this version before? No. Was I aware of this version before? No. Was I aware I had this game lurking in my collection? No. Oh, this is the joy of us having something. I haven't got that one. I definitely haven't got Road Rash, the PlayStation one, and all of a sudden it sort of transpired that I did have it. So, how weird. Oh, what's happening there? You're joking. What's happened with that? Well, the recording sort of I'm not sure what happened with recording. I am sorry about that. That's something desperate happened. I did actually finish the race. It looks like I won because I've got the girl on the bike. There we go. Didn't seem too displeased with that either. So I actually crossed the finishing line by crashing. Apologies for that. I'm not sure what happened with the old recording there, but I did win that race, and it clarifies that, and it should sound on the next screen as well. I'm hoping it'll sound on the next screen anyway. Did you win that, Mr. Bear? Yes, I did. Yes, winner. There we go. I don't like those cartoon graphics. I think they look terrible. Reminds me of Crapston Villas. Player 1, 3:43.75. So that's my winning time there. I'm sure that compares unfavourably with everybody else. I'll tell you what, we'll have another quick go, shall we? And just see if I can record, get a better time than that. And then we get another one, a different sequence this time with a baseball bat. To have a go. Of course, it's all for fun. You don't win any prizes for this. It's just a bit of good-natured banter to see how we get on. I must be honest. I haven't seen anybody else's times. I did see James Retro Import Gamers video where he played both the Japanese version or the American version of this, and then he played the 3DO version. I'm pretty sure that the rules state that you're going to play the PAL version, James, so you may have to do it again. There aren't any rules. There are, there's some rules. I mentioned them a short while ago. Oh, there we go. Ah, great. Head on with the car. The important thing is the vehicle is actually, my bike is actually further away than actually having to run backwards if somebody else has fallen off. No, that's not really going to plan. So we're wondering what game Steve will pick next, how many you've got left to go. I'm pretty sure you've probably got 3 years worth you've still got to do. Oh dear, that was close. So it's always exciting to see which game Steve got and then find out that you haven't actually got it. But we wait for the next challenge. But if you haven't seen this before, it's worth getting involved. It's a bit of fun. You don't have to put a video up. You can always just go and look at Retro Red Steve's channel, and I'm sure there's a place where you put it. He does post on the social media who he's going to go, whose time's there for all to see. I tend not to bother as long as I've beaten Steve. I don't really mind. Unlike last month when I didn't, the first time ever, but not to worry. You have to let them in every now and again, don't you? I wish I knew what some of these meters were. I probably wish I'd read the instructions a bit more favourably, but you can't really spend your time reading instructions. You spend your time reading instructions if you never play the game. If you never play the game anyway, that's even less of an excuse to do it. You've accelerated. I've not used the brake button. There is a brake button. I've not used that at all. Well, there's a police van, a police cycle there. Go away. I'm another man now. Oh, no, he's got in front of me. Try and get around you now. Because what I don't want to do is fall off here. Because if I fall off here, then he'll catch up with the rest of me, and then that will be game on. I can't see this is going to improve on my second lap at all, really. I always try and be honest about these games. I always try and, when I play them, I'm playing them for the first time. I don't, sit here for an hour or so practicing and then put a good lap in. I like it to be good and honest, That's basically not my sort of attitude to it. It's a bit of fun. If I wanted to sit here and practice a bit, I probably could do, but to be fair, I'm just happy to put up a raw recording and you'll get the warts and all as such. it's a bit janky at times, this game. You can see there from that sort of way of moving around. It's a bit, don't know, it's not quite as smooth perhaps it should be, although I do pick it up. Police. Oh no, they're going to get me. That's when you're trying to jump over a car on a bike. You're going to get, that's it, there we go. And that's the end of that chapter. 7.2 kilometres, and I got caught just before the end. Anyway, yeah, so there you go. Road Rash on the PlayStation 1 as part of the play. I'm going to get eaten by a dog now as well. Fantastic. No, get off! So this is the Retro Bear being savaged by an Alsatian, saying thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll be out of hospital soon, and I'll see you then. Until then, ow!